Hello everyone and welcome to my Pierce Heavy Bowgun build guide featuring the Legiana Heavy Bowgun. If you would like to see a demonstration of this build in action, you can click on the link on the screen for an example of how it's played and how it generally feels. I'll be going over 3 versions of the build in this video. The first will be the one that I used in the demonstration video. The second will be a budget decoration variant of the build, allowing you to use a similar build with fewer of the rarer decorations. And the third will be the build as I've changed it since the release of the video. Before we get started, the first thing I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about the Legiana Heavy Bowgun. It shares the lowest raw attack value with most of the other heavy bowguns in the game at 255, 0% base affinity with 1 slot and 1 augmentation since it's rare 8. So by itself, it's not too impressive until you start looking at the Pierce ammo count. In the clip, it gets 6 without ammo up, or 8 shots with ammo up, and it has a normal recoil +2, which is fairly low recoil, but you can bring that down to +1, which is the lowest you can get it with only 1 recoil suppressor, and then it has a normal reload speed, which allows you to keep moving while reloading, which is crucial in order to keep spewing out all those Pierce 3s. It also has the Wyvern Heart special ammo type, which is a very high damaging type the longer you hold down the trigger. Alright, now for the armor. I'm using the Dragon King eye patch, the Diablos Nero Male beta, the Kaiser Vambraces beta, Nergi Coil beta, and Nergi Greaves beta with an attack charm level 3. In each of these I have 2 True Shot jewels, 1 Mind's Eye jewel, 1 Challenger or Agitator jewel, 1 Attack jewel, 1 Critical Boost jewel, and 1 Pierce 3 jewel, for a total in all skills being 6 Attack boost, 3 Weakness exploit, 2 Agitator, 2 Special ammo boost, 1 Piercing shots, 1 Critical boost, 1 Resentment, 1 Maximum might, and 1 Mind's Eye and Ballistics. Keep in mind that this and the other sets I'm about to show you are all very damage-centric sets, and they don't have survivability skills on them at all, so it relies on you to know the monster fairly well and be able to avoid their attacks that would otherwise be very dangerous. So now we're going to take a look at the budget version of the set real quick. I've swapped out the Diablos Nero chest piece for the Kaiser Male beta and the Nergigante coil for the Wrath Soul coil alpha. This allows us to get Special Ammo Boost 2 and Piercing shots without using decorations, which are both fairly rare. Beyond that, something that's still required for this set, in my opinion, is Mind's Eye. The thing with Pierce ammo, and I'll take a quick second to demonstrate this real quick, is that the critical distance is actually fairly far away. As you can see here, I'm hitting just outside of critical distance, but I move in and I start hitting 21s on my crits. And I move in closer, and you'll see as I move further and further inside critical distance, my damage starts going down further and further until I'm here, and I'm no longer in critical distance anymore. So, if we run back here real quick and slot in our Mind's Eye, which I understand is a fairly rare jewel, what happens is it makes the shorter end of your critical distance actually extend further, allowing you to deal more damage at closer range. So, as previously here, where we were doing 17s and 21s, as we move closer, still in critical distance, it goes to 17s, but it stays at 17s and 21s for a lot closer. We can actually get to basically melee range, just slightly outside of it, and we're still in that nice sweet spot. So, in my opinion, Mind's Eye, if you have it slotted in, it makes solo play significantly easier. If you don't, that's okay. Just be aware that you're going to have to stand a little bit further away. In the other slots, you can slot in more attack jewels. There are 3 open small slots, so you can get attack boost 7 if you have 3 more attack jewels. You can also slot in Fortify, you can slot in Divine Protection or Defense if you need it, or Expert. And then in this other slot, you can also slot in Critical Boost if you have it, or anything else really. There's not really anything I have in mind for this one other than critical boost. So you can slot in, say, evade window or evade extender for survivability, or another agitator or maximum might if you have those jewels. Now we're going to take a look at the third set I mentioned earlier. I replaced the Diablo's chest piece with the Dobermail chest piece and rearranged the decorations a little bit. Doing this allowed me to get attack boost to 7 and maximum might to 3, but I did lose 1 point in agitator and critical boost. The reason why I've done this is because I wanted to get a more consistent damage output against monsters that aren't walking weak points like Basil Geese. Doing this gets us more crits against both weak and non-weak points, making up for the 5% loss of damage on top of the crits on weak points by getting more damage across the board. Once I've augmented the bowgun for crit though, I'll be removing the point of maximum might and putting in a point of critical boost, allowing me to stay at the same level of critical chance while increasing damage of all of my crits. And with that, we've reached the end of my build guide. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. So now we're going to take a quick look at the budget version of So now we're going to take a quick look at the budget version of fucking Christ.